Bitcoin and crypto are up against the final boss as the market looks to rebuild into another massive and profitable Bitcoin cycle. Of course, the crypto industry is still licking its wounds, and September is known to be the absolute worst month of historical returns for Bitcoin in the entire space. But it's also true that Q4 is the most profitable and highest return part of the year historically for the entire space. So we're looking at a massively profitable Q4 after this brutal, bloody September. Is September going to be a fake out and buck historical trends? And also we have some major news from one of the biggest content creators in the space. You know what we're doing, bull market EllioTrades starting in the final throes of the bear market. As always, if you guys are excited, destroy that like button, make sure to subscribe if you're new around here, and let's get after it. So this all started yesterday when Rand Neuner posted an email sent to him by BitBoy's team. Now ATB is Around the Blockchain, which is a show on BitBoy's channel. Obviously, if you're here on Crypto YouTube, you know about BitBoy, whether you're a fan of him, a follower, whether you are neither of those things. BitBoy has been a staple on the scene and is someone who, unless you block him, is bound to end up on your feed. Check this out. This email was sent out to people who were supposed to appear on the show. Hello, ATB guests. Effective immediately, Ben Armstrong will no longer be working with Hit Network / BJ Investment Holding Co. and all subsidiary brands, including but not limited to BitBoy Crypto and Around the Blockchain. This decision has not been easy. However, after long consideration, we are confident it is the only path forward. If you have any questions, please reach out to Drew. You see here Zach XBT chiming in with one what, and of course a whole host of opinions here. This left everyone in a deep amount of speculation. What is going to happen with BitBoy Crypto? And they finally came out with a statement today. Listen to this statement as it is read.
Hello. Yesterday, BJ Investment Holdings, the parent company of Hit Network, took decisive legal action in removing Ben Armstrong from the company, and specifically the BitBoy Crypto brand. This is a difficult decision, is a culmination of a prolonged effort to help Ben during his relapse into substance abuse, as well as reconcile the emotional, physical, and financial damage he has done to the employees of Hit Network and the BitBoy Crypto community. The Bit Squad deserves better, and we're going to get through this together. We wish him the best and regret that it has come to this and are hopeful for the future of BitBoy Crypto. Hit Network is committed to empowering creators, and we will continue to do that every day.
Okay, so that was the statement. Effectively, they were saying that Ben has relapsed into drug addiction. If you know anything about Ben's history, he has been open about the fact that he went to jail and spent years as a drug addict, but has been clean for over a decade. Now, I've run into BitBoy at 1 or 2 events, and I've never seen him drinking, so I can confirm from personal experience, as well as what he's put out there publicly, that he was in recovery, and he was a recovering addict. So if this is true, this might explain some of the erratic behavior we've seen out of BitBoy, essentially diving headfirst into meme coins and other types of things that really baffle anyone who's been a long-standing participant in this market, because meme coins are definitely not sustainable. And obviously it's confusing to attach a brand to a meme coin, which obviously has a very low likelihood of working out well. As you can see here, his face has been removed from all branding. And yeah, it seems as though he no longer has access to any of the BitBoy Crypto branding. BitBoy Crypto without BitBoy, let me know what you think about this in the comments section below. Again, if he's struggling with addiction and that is the reason for all of this, then of course we wish him the best in his recovery. But on to the main topic, which is of course Bitcoin and crypto. We are getting ready for bloody September, which is of course the worst month historically. Check the chain here. September 2017, minus 7.4. 18 minus 5.6, 19 minus 13.4. Remember, we are in the year before the halving, which is the same analogous year as 2019. It was the year before the last halving. Are we going to repeat history to the date, to the T, minus 13.4%? September 2020, minus 7.5, minus 7, minus 3.1. You know what, you get it. It's a bad month for Bitcoin. In fact, it is the only historically terrible month for Bitcoin. All the other months of the year have either nearly flat. August is nearly flat. It's a little negative. But other than that, every other month of the year is a historically, on average, positive gain for Bitcoin, except for September, bloody September. So what is it that can explain this? Is this the dump before the Q4 rally? Because mind you, Bitcoin actually has an average plus 60% return at the end of the year, September 1st through January 1st. Okay, so that means that even with this dumpola, we should see Bitcoin pump back up. And that means that with an average return of Bitcoin being, really negative in September, that means Q4 is usually super positive, super pumpy. So will this time be any different? I mean, I could go through chart after chart showing you how uncanny the similarities between this bear market and the last bear market are. We pumped from really the beginning of January up through the end of June, which is essentially what happened last bear market in 2019. You had this massive pump all the way up through the end of June and then just slow and steady grind down, depression into the end of the year, which really crushes the souls of the new bull market bulls. You know, we in crypto aren't so good at waiting for the good part. We want it all now. And that's because the bull markets are so instantly gratifying. This market gives you so many instant wins that waiting and strategizing for a very long time is just not something that comes naturally to a lot of market participants in crypto. That said, as you guys know, my plan has been very simple, which is to slow and steady accumulate just in case we start getting some major downside. Again, I told you my timeline was well into 2024 to be accumulating my favorite coins. And so any downside right now does not scare me. And it's certainly not outside of the plan that I had laid out. Check this out. This is an interesting analysis here. You see here, Rect Capital is saying we have an average 7% drop in September, which would lead us to about $24,000 price level, which is funny because this is a majorly significant price level. We're going to start doing a lot more charting on this channel because I've started to get into it myself and I'm starting to actually learn how to trade a little bit more on the advanced level. I'm actually loving this journey. If you guys want to see a little bit more charting, a little bit more analysis of the charts on this channel, go ahead, smash that like button. It's bull market EllioTrades. Let's do this. But as you can see here, this is a majorly significant area. This is the inverse head and shoulders neckline. So the neckline is where things get interesting. You can see it hit it here around August of last year. Then we came all the way down and built back up, hit it here in about March, and then boom, we got the breakout. So if we start playing this as support, well, that would make a lot of sense. Again, this is just the next major statistically significant area. And with all things considered, it's wise to at least emotionally prepare yourself for 24,000 or maybe even lower 20,000s. Again, there should be no situation here that leaves you emotionally drained. Bitcoin goes on massive bulls, massive bears. It has huge volatility. And so if price go down bothers you emotionally, then you're just really in the wrong industry because that's just how this thing works. It goes down, it goes up, it goes down, and then it goes massively up. So what we're hoping here is that this is the last era of down cycle, major down cycle, before we start gearing up for the halving. It's worth noting as well here that Bitcoin miner revenue has dropped to historic lows. You can see these happen right before the last halving, right before the next major, huge bullish explosion. As Dylan LeClaire explains here, this is tradition. Now, finally, I'm going to share a screenshot of a chart. I want you to go and see the full analysis of this chart on Eric Crown Crypto channel. He is the absolute GOAT, but he's highlighted this chart for me, which as you can see is comparing the 2009 NASDAQ to the current price action and some interesting indicators here on Bitcoin. Effectively, my very layman analysis of this is that it looks like things get better from here. Make sure you head over to Eric Crown's channel, give him a follow, watch his content. He is amazing with the charts. And as always, if you guys are excited about this episode, you know what to do. Smash that like button. There's another episode popping up right here. It's even better than the one you just watched. I'm EllioTrades. You know what to do. I'll see you very soon on the next episode.